Hey, all you YouTubers, my dog chewed up my mic, but my husband fixed it, and I don't know how it's going to sound, but I hope you can hear me because I'm talking kind of loud. Um, I'm going to get headsets for EVP, and I'm going to get a new mic today. But I wanted to get this out of here. What I'm going to talk about today is the different classifications of hauntings. I'm going to start with the classification 1. The second video will be like the classification 2. Okay, and YouTube only allows me as a director to have 10 minutes on each one. But to make it easier for y'all, especially the newbies who are thinking about doing investigations and wanting to go out and do investigations on their own, this will give them a guideline on the different categories of different hauntings. Okay, and but I wanted to make it fairly easy on y'all and do the one classification for each video, because I feel that you can learn more that way than to have everything all collaboration into one and a couple videos and all that. So I'm going to start with the number 1 classification, okay? And there is actually 5 categories, but I only have, I know of only 4. So I'm going to start with the number 1, which happens to be the interactive former human spirit pattern, okay? And this classification, number 1, is class 1, known as phantoms, apparition, classic hauntings, graveyard hauntings, ethnic revenants, and of course vampires. Well, I'm not going to get into that yet. But anyway, we're going to start off with the class 1 with the phantoms. These are ghosts which so closely resembles the living that they are most often not realized as spirits. There is a difference between the word ghost and spirits, but it's easier for us to think ghost because they are 2 different entities. A spirit has lived on earth. It was alive at one time. A ghost was not. A ghost is a entity that has never took on human form before, nor has ever lived on earth, okay? And a good classic example of that is a demon, all right? That's an easy way of me explaining it. And the phantom is likely to walk through walls. And the alternative definition is the same ghostly form that appears at the same locales. The phantom or spirit will become such a common occurrence that it will assume an existence of its own. People will come to expect to see it and project their own expectations of it. And the phantom or spirit will mimic these expectations almost as if they were a puppet, meaning that they will keep repeating over and over and over. And the one that is, notably is the phantom hitchhiker. Okay, according to many urban legends, these are ghosts who typically interact with the living in such a way that they ask for a ride, and before arriving at their destination, they mysteriously disappear. Usually occurs on the anniversary of their death. Then you got the number 2, which is the phantom traveler. It is the spirit that are found along a certain route, usually as a result of a deadly accident. They can be riding horses or prepared to board a train or a plane. Most manifest on the anniversary of their death as well. So when we get into the phantoms, there's also, I've seen videos where supposedly a phantom caught a ride on YouTube and sat in the back seat, and the people were talking to him, offering her a drink, and then all of a sudden, bam, she's gone. Also, too, a phantom will keep repeating. Like when I did the investigation in Greene County, I was told that a certain time during the week, there were the same guys in the vehicle pulling up in the driveway at this location asking the same questions. My instinct was telling me then they were phantoms, okay? And even though the person spoke to them, they're reoccurring, whatever happened to them over and over and over. And this is one type of haunting, and this is classified as 1. Class 1 is the phantom. Now what I'm going to get into, I'm going to break these all down. That way it won't be so confusing, and you can absorb little by little by little each time. I'm going to get into, on the next video, apparitions, because there's 14 different types of apparitions that can't appear. And if I combine everything into one video, it's going to confuse you. So I'm going to break this down. And right now I'm going to, talk about the phantoms, which I think is an interesting topic. But very little is written on the phantoms because people just don't understand it, I guess. I don't know. But there's also things which is called a phantom craft. And I'll get into that in the next videos that I make. So I'm going to close this off for now and get this out there. And just take in, absorb just a little bit at a time, because that's how I teach. I don't bombard people with a lot of stuff. And I do believe that these videos are helping, because this is something, when I started my investigations, I didn't have nothing like this. Mine was all done through experience. Mine was all done through experimentation and research. So to help y'all walk along this, I'm going to close this out for now, and I'll see you in my next video.